Hello, welcome to ENIA API Automation. Today we are going to see how to reference the pivot table in Excel by using Excel VBA macro. This is my data sheet. So already have a pivot table. This data may get vary every day. It may get growth or it may less also. So every day I need to refresh the table by using automation. So let me go to this code window by pressing Alt F11. Okay. So here already I have a reference for worksheet. That means data sheet as well as a pivot sheet. To store the last row of the data sheet, I just created some variable as long. Then that required variable for storing the reference of pivot table and pivot cage. Then already I assign the create the reference for the particular worksheet reference. See now next thing is that we need to update the number of rows in a data state dynamically. See here, always my column is always there is a to E column that is fixed, but row may varying this one every day at any number of times. This one. It may be tomorrow, it may be 100 row, or tomorrow it may be 4 or 5 rows. This one. So dynamically, I wanted to record this last row in my data set. See for this, I am going to write the code. That means I am going to store it in a long variable. So the data sheet object, that is in our case that is data ws data sheet dot range. See here I'm going to use the logic place a cursor in the last, that means that some that 10,000 party like something that last row, and press the control key up. So I just put I mentioned the column as A. To identify the last row in the particular sheet, I just use data, that means the name of the worksheet, dot rows dot count. This will return the this one last row in the A cell. So from here I am going to press this control up key. So you can use this end method and you can pass the argument as excel up. So it will this one just press the control up key from the last row of the A cell. Then that row number we need to note down and store it in this last LNG last row variable. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now this one you can get the last used row in the variable called LNG last row. So next step is we need to set that range of that data. That means from A1 cell to last this one row in the E cell. See for this I am going to use this command set RNG. So already we declared that RNG variable as range. Now I am going to assign the range. So my column is fixed, so I just put this starting cell as A and end column as E, but the row is dynamic, so I just concatenate the row which we captured as a last row in the previous step. That's it. Okay. See now I captured this range also. Then we need to set the reference for the pivot table object. For this I'll use the keyword set that pivot table variable name is equal to that pivot sheet name dot pivot table. So your table may contain, your sheet may contain any number of pivot table also. So by using the index, we can identify. Now I just leave the this one like index as blank. We'll see how to this one find the index name for this particular pivot table. Index name, we have to give the name of the pivot table. So now I just go to this pivot table. So how to get the name? So you can place the cursor anywhere inside the pivot table and go to this analyze tag. So here in left side you can view this one. So this is by default name. Say it's a pivot table 2. If you want, you can change customize the name also. So I'll just copy the name. So this will be our index for this identifying the particular pivot table. I just paste the name of this variable. Okay. So next step, we need to create the pivot cache for the current data. So I'll just create the pivot cache by using set pivot cache object. So here that workbook. That means what workbook we are using. So if we are open the workbook separately, that workbook reference we can specify here. So dot pivot cache dot create. So here you have to pass the argument. So first, which type of data source you are going to use? It may be pure database like a SQL server or something, or else some other this one pivot table also. Now I am going to use this Excel as a database. So I just select this Excel database. Second one is you need to provide the source of data. That means the range which contain your entire data. Already we stored the range in the object called RNG. So I am going to assign. That's it. So this statement will create the new pivot cache. Then we have to assign this pivot cache to the pivot table. See, for this I am just using that worksheet object. Sorry. Dot change pivot table also. So here you have to pass that pivot cache object. So that already we created in the previous step. Okay. Now this a new pivot cache will assign to the table. Now we need to refresh the pivot table. For this I am just using pivot table dot refresh table. That's it. Now our process is completed. After completing the process, I wanted to display some message. That means your process is completed or something. So I just use message box. So after completing the process, it will display the message box. Pivot refreshed successfully. That's it. That's it. Our code. This one. Now we will test this data in our database. See now here this is a database for the existing record. See here we will update some data. Say for example for today's date I'm just updating. See for example 23 July 2021. Okay. So I will update for something say like orange for the customer AAA only. Okay. So I will just update the quantity say like 500 quantity. I just put some amount say like 50 15,000. Okay. So this data like that you can update any number of row that should be reflected in your pivot table. See now you just see that in a pivot table that for orange there is no record for the customer AAA. Now after refreshing the table it should reflect some data in the orange field as well as that total also should this one like varying this one. So now it's currently this 1100. We are about to add some 500 quantity, then after refreshing the table it would be some 500 and sorry 1600 or something. Okay, fine, let me run the code. So you can press F5 or you can use this green run icon to run your process. Yeah, and now the execution is completed, so after that it displayed the message successful. So I just clicked OK. See now we will go back to this pivot table. See now we can see that orange what we updated in the data sheet for the customer AAA for today's date is reflecting in the pivot table as well as that total also it get modified. So this what we can refresh the table by using code VBA macro. This you can call through any of these RPA projects like by using automation anywhere or UiPath or something. You can call this code because say that we know that in automation anywhere or UiPath we doesn't have option to work with pivot table directly. So you can call this code through your RPA projects like automation anywhere or UiPath. So later we will upload the video which are facing difficulties in like RPO project directly also. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day.